Hello everyone and welcome to Yin Yoga. My name is Trishy and for today's Yin Yoga class we will be exploring transitions and counter poses. So come and take a comfortable seat. This can be kneeling, cross-legged, up on a block. Whichever makes you feel most comfortable, feel free to close your eyes and place your palms wherever it feels natural. Lift up tall through your spine. Tune into your natural inhale and exhale. Feel the earth connected to your body. Breathe into that space. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Let's take a cleansing breath, inhaling deeply through the nose, and then exhaling through the mouth. If you're sitting on a prop, just move it off to the side for now. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees go wide. And you can have your heels as close to or as far away from your pelvic area as is comfortable to you. We're going to begin with a forward fold. So I'm going to be using my props to rest my forehead on. And you can always use props as well. And when you're ready, you can inhale deeply through the nose as you gradually fold in between the thighs, resting your forehead down or letting gravity guide you. You can always check out the optional props for Yin Yoga in the description below. And if you're new to Yin Yoga, we hold passive poses for minutes at a time, while finding our edge of sensation, which means on a 1 to 10 scale, 10 would be you feel pain in a pose, and 1 would be you don't feel anything at all for sensation. You want to be around a 4 or 5. Completely relax all your muscles so that the good stress can go into your joints and connective tissues, making them stronger. A transition is basically the time of coming out of a pose between going into a new pose. So you always want to take your time in doing this because you're getting deep into your body's tissues. And the way to release this in a healthy way is to do so slowly and mindfully. Also, become aware of the energy and sensation as you begin to release the energy and try to be aware of the flow that takes place when you do this. After you have released the pose, so press your palms into the ground, using the strength of your arms to very gradually come back up. Feel free to take a cleansing breath once you do so. Feel the flow of the release in your spine and your body. If you're using props, just slowly move them off to the side. And after you do release a Yin Yoga pose, you can always move in a way that feels intuitive to your body and natural. So to release the lower back, bend through the knees, bring your feet to the floor, and then slowly windshield wiper them from side to side. This will be the first counter pose that we do today. So this helps to release the forward fold. And you can also do windshield wipers after doing back bends as well. From here, bring your right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat and your left shin parallel to the long edge of your mat. Flex through your feet. There should not be any sensations in the knees. And then bring your palms back behind you and try to find a way just to stay comfortable on your arms. The sensation when you lean back comes into the inner hip rotation of the left knee and hip and leg. So if you're feeling anything in the knee, you can always place a prop underneath that left knee to support your body in the pose. A counter pose is any pose basically that does the opposite movement. So in the beginning we did a hip opener, and now we're doing an internal hip rotation. And then we'll go to the opposite side after we do the left leg, and we'll do the right leg. Begin to come off your hands. And then maybe take a cleansing breath. You can feel free to roll your wrists if that feels good. And then from here, we're just going to go to the opposite side. So you can bring your left shin parallel to the back edge of your mat and your right shin parallel to the long edge of your mat. Again, you shouldn't have sensation in the knees, so flex through your feet or use props. You really want to focus the sensation on that right hip and thigh. And then when you're ready, you can bring your palms back behind you. Staying still in your Yin Yoga pose allows for that interaction in the deep tissues. So if you find that you're moving around a lot, just try to make the pose easier on yourself. And we all don't have to look the same way in Yin Yoga. Really, you want the emphasis to be on the stress of the tissues. What works well for your body might not work as well for someone else. So just respect your body. And then you can come forward off the wrists and arms. Bring both legs and face them towards the front edge of your mat. And then just feel the release. Maybe move the feet, wiggle the arms, move around, and feel that flow being turned on. You're going to want to grab a couple blocks, and then you can always adjust your props from there. So you can put them side by side. Now this is going to be different from person to person, depending on how close your hips come to the ground. And then stand up with your heels in, toes out. Then squat down so that you're seated on the blocks. Let your hips and knees go wide, and then bring your palms together in front of your heart space with your elbows to the inner sides of your thighs. Try to lift up tall while still maintaining a relaxed feeling in the body. Very slowly begin to release your palms. Bring your feet back in, then stand all the way up. Bringing your feet about as wide to your edges of the mat. Then bend over, bring your elbows to the front top of the knees, and just let your upper body dangle down. Relax through the neck, through the jaw. Allow your arms to keep you stable. Take a couple more breaths. Then release the arms and come and all the way back down and take a seat. Extend your legs out in front of you. We're going to take one more pose for the posterior chain, but before we do, just take a couple breaths being seated back on the earth. So I'm going to support my forehead again with some props. And you can feel free to use props or not, but you really just got to play around with the props to see where you're comfortable. And then over time you kind of get a knack for what you need. So from here, breathe in deeply and then exhale as you fold forward over the thighs. And it's okay to round your spine in Yin Yoga, just so long as you're not pushing or pulling yourself to get deeper. So you can just let your palms face up and relax your arms completely. Very slowly bring your palms back to your sides and then press into them as you use your arms to very slowly and mindfully lift yourself back up. Once you're there, move in any way that feels great to you. Maybe take a cleansing breath. So we've done forward folds, and now we're going to do some counter poses for the spine. So you can begin, if you're using props, just to move them off to the side. Bring your palms back behind you and bend through the knees. Bring your feet to the floor and then just drop them side to side, windshield wipering your knees. Slowly, gently. Then re-extend your legs out in front of you. Bend into the right knee and then cross your right foot to the outer side of your left thigh. Bring your right fingertips behind you, sit up tall, and wrap your left arm around your right knee. Then you can very slowly, with your breath, twist out and open to the right. If you think of your body and its tissues as an elastic band, and when you're in Yin Yoga poses, you're stretching the band, you want to really gently release it back to its natural shape. So from here, very slowly begin to turn to face forward, releasing the twist, and then releasing your right leg back to meet the left. Take a cleansing breath if it feels nice. Then when you're ready, we'll go to the other side. So you can bend through the left knee and then cross your left foot to the outer side of your right thigh. Bring your left fingertips behind you, lift up tall and wrap the right arm around the left leg, left knee, and very slowly twist open to the left. Gently unwind, feeling your way back to center and releasing the left leg. Do any little movements that feel great for you. Maybe it's just taking a cleansing breath. And then come forward and lie all the way down onto your back. Have your props close. If you use an eye pillow in your practice, you can go ahead and put it on. Have your knees bent, feet on the floor, and have a block or a pillow, a thick one like a meditation pillow, close at hand. Grab your prop and then press through the feet, lifting up the hips, and place your prop underneath, and then settle back down onto your block or pillow. Place your palms anywhere that feels great. So a nice gentle inversion. Bring your arms back down to your sides and then ground through your feet so that you can lift your hips off the prop. Lower them slowly back down and really tune into the grounding sensation of your hips on the earth. A lot of yoga classes will end a class with a twist because it really brings the spine back into equilibrium, but you can also do side bends. So from here, bring your knees together and then lift your hips up and shift them over an inch or two to the right, while bringing your upper body over to the left and then bringing both feet also over to the left. And you can feel free to keep the feet side by side or crossing one way or another. Bring your arms up overhead, either clasping onto opposite elbows or just holding on to palms, but you really want to keep your hip and collarbones facing up. Explore the sensation in your right side body and find a nice comfortable place to stay while feeling your edge of sensation. Slowly lower your arms back to your sides, shifting your body back into center. And some releases might feel more sensational than others, and that's okay. You might have to let out a grunt or a sigh. And then when you're ready, we'll go over to the opposite side. So you can lift your hips and shift them over to the left a couple inches, bringing your upper body over to the right, and then your legs over to the right as well. So you're a banana. And then you can cross your legs or keep them side by side, whichever feels comfortable and gives you the right amount of sensation, and then you can bring your arms overhead. Gently bring your arms back down, feeling it all the way, and then slowly bring your body back into the midline. Take a moment just to feel the sweet, sweet release. And then when you're ready, you can extend your legs down to the floor. Bring your shoulders onto the back body, bringing your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Take these last few minutes to fully relax. Maybe wonder how you can take transitions in life with grace and ease. In a relaxed way, begin to deepen your breath. Stretch through your body. Move in any way that feels great. Maybe reach your arms overhead and stretch all the way long. If you're using your eye pillow, you can slowly take it off and move it off to the side, and then roll over onto one side, supporting your head with your arm in a fetal position. My cat is here for you. She likes to say hi. And then you can use the strength of your arms. Come and take a comfortable seat. Tune into the sensations in your body. How does it feel right here, right now? How does your breath feel? The inhale and exhale. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Let's close with a cleansing breath. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing Yin Yoga today. If you enjoyed this class, please subscribe. I put out new classes every Friday. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you again. Namaste.